Shadows dance in the abandoned mansion as Elena Graves prepares her streaming equipment. Cobwebs hang like ghostly shrouds from the antique chandelier, dust motes swirling in the faint light. With a smile both inviting and unsettling, Elena announces, "Welcome, my dearies, to tonight's chilling spectacle. Tonight, we delve into the mysteries of Bloody Mary with a high-tech twist." Mark Chen steps into the abandoned bedroom, toolbox in hand, his skepticism clashing with the mansion's eerie grandeur. "Are you sure about this, Elena? This whole ritual thing seems a little far-fetched." Elena's voice cuts through the skepticism. "Have a little faith, Mark. Just help me with the technical stuff, okay?" In the decaying upstairs bedroom of the abandoned mansion, Elena activates the smart mirror. The mirror flickers to life, revealing a distorted, nightmarish reflection of the room. Elena steels herself, her breath catching in her throat as she begins the incantation. "Bloody Mary, Bloody Mary," she repeats, her voice echoing in the desolate room. Bloody Mary. Nearby, Mark adjusts dials on a console, his brow furrowed in concentration. In the decaying bedroom, Elena's voice echoes as she chants, filling the room with an unsettling energy. The mirror flashes with disturbing images, visible only for a fleeting moment, as the reflection intensifies. Mark shakes his head, dismissing the unnerving phenomenon as a mere technical glitch. Elena feels a growing unease, sensing something sinister lurking beneath the surface of the unsettling scene. In the silent, dust-laden air of the abandoned mansion, a mirror reflects a haunting image. A young Elena, frozen in fear, cowers in a darkened corner. Elena's anguished face reflects trauma. Mark, who once doubted, witnesses the vision's raw intensity and begins to confront his skepticism as the scene unfolds with visceral intimacy. In the dust-laden mirror, a horrifying figure bends over a younger version of Elena, radiating dark energy. Elena cries out in terror. "No! Get away from me!" Mark reaches out, his hand trembling, as the shadows deepen, distorting the room. Inside the abandoned mansion, Mark struggles to shut down the smart mirror, his actions desperate. The mirror flickers violently, casting distorted images across the room. A chilling realization dawns on Mark as he understands the mirror's power. In the silence of the abandoned mansion, Elena stands before a mirror, her gaze lost in its reflection. A figure forms from the shadows, a chilling specter of Mark emerges, stirring the air with memories. In the dim light of the abandoned bedroom, Mark stands guard before Elena, a storm of determination brewing in his eyes. A shadowy figure flickers within the antique mirror, its presence a tangible threat. With a determined gaze, Mark aims a makeshift device at the mirror, his fingers dancing across its tangled wires. Mark's voice cracks the silence. This ends now. Chaos erupts in the abandoned mansion as a shadowy figure lunges, plunging the room into a vortex of terror. Elena remains frozen, trapped in a trance as the nightmare unfolds. The mirror transforms into a swirling vortex of distorted images, its reflection echoing the terror. With a grunt of effort, Mark severs the mirror's connection to the internet. The mirror flickers, its digital glow fading as its power source is disrupted. The shadowy figure writhes, its form becoming less defined as its power wanes. Elena stirs, her eyelids fluttering as she begins to regain consciousness. In the mansion's bedroom, Elena stands tall, her eyes reflecting a newfound clarity. The shadows of past traumas recede, replaced by an inner strength. Elena understands the mirror's purpose, not to haunt, but to heal. In the abandoned mansion, Elena and Mark move in sync, a dance of determination focused on a singular goal. With a unified strike, the smart mirror erupts in a final, shattering crash, releasing a visible pulse of energy. The room breathes, the oppressive dark cloud lifts, and a sense of liberation washes over them. Amidst the ruins of the ritual, Elena and Mark sit in quiet exhaustion, their relief palpable. Dust motes swirl in the air, illuminated by faint light from the grimy windows. Mark, voice filled with awe and disbelief, whispers, "I can't believe what I just saw. I believe it now. I believe in the supernatural." As dawn breaks, the abandoned mansion looms, its decaying facade softened by the first light. Elena and Mark step out of the mansion's dark doorway, their faces reflecting a bond forged in shared trauma. The shared ordeal has hardened them. Their eyes now reflect newfound strength. Elena packs her equipment, her movements precise and calm. The modern apartment stands in stark contrast to the mansion. She appears more at peace, a subtle smile gracing her lips. Mark arrives, his face etched with concern. Mark urgently asks, "Elena, are you truly okay?" Elena responds, "I am, Mark, but I must admit, the experience has left me shaken." Elena gestures, guiding Mark closer to reveal an ancient manuscript bathed in sunlight. This one's a bit different, less volatile than the last one. Mark leans in, eyes fixed on the manuscript, brow furrowed in concentration, and asks, "Folklore, right? What's the story?" Elena responds, "It's about understanding where we come from, Mark. The past shapes us." Mark responds, "But we can't let it define us or consume us." In Elena's apartment, Mark assists with packing, a quiet camaraderie filling the room. Their shared experience has woven an undeniable bond of mutual respect and silent understanding. The apartment buzzes with the unspoken history of their recent trials. Elena halts, her eyes drawn to a small antique mirror on the wall. Brief hesitation flickers across Elena's face, quickly giving way to a soft smile. She understands that not all mirrors harbor danger. Mark's gaze is drawn to a mirror on the wall. Elena smiles softly, watching him. Mark asks, "That's a beautiful mirror. Is there a story behind it?" Elena replies, "It's a family heirloom. Something I've always cherished. I refuse to let one bad experience ruin my appreciation for folklore." Elena and Mark share a knowing look, the room filled with unspoken words. Bathed in the soft light of late afternoon, the room whispers of memories both cherished and painful. The scars of the past can be healed, but they will always be a part of who they are. Elena and Mark stroll down the sunlit street, their laughter a melody against the city's rhythm. Bathed in the warmth of the day, their words weave a tapestry of joy and companionship. In the simple pleasure of their company, time seems to pause, capturing a moment of pure bliss. Amidst the city's vibrant pulse, Elena and Mark navigate the crowded street. Elena's passing glance at a shop window reveals a fleeting, shadowy figure lurking behind her reflection. The shadowy vision disappears instantly, leaving Elena unfazed and composed. Elena's radiant smile reflects a deep-seated serenity as she embraces her inner strength. With a tender gesture, she reaches for Mark's hand, intertwining their fingers in a silent pledge of unity. Hand in hand, they walk forward, their shared path stretching into an uncertain future. Their bond, a constant.